opportunistic because they want to see whether they will emerge in the upcoming Third National People's Assembly before they decide whether they will remain in the EFF or not. Many of them are using the Third National People's Assembly as a threat that if they do not get elected or are not part of the leadership discussions leading up to the conference, then they will leave and join MKP. We must never be blackmailed by those who want to threaten us with leaving after the Third National People's Assembly. I want to say to them, leave now. Leave now so that we can know how many soldiers we have in this struggle to liberate our people. You must leave today because nothing is going to change between now and December. Nothing is going to change now, but the future looks bright because we determine it today. We are here to make our destiny for how the future looks like tomorrow. Leave now. We have no reason to beg anyone. If you want to leave, leave now and leave us alone. Even if you are alone, we'll always continue to speak truth to power. It's very painful to count the soldiers we don't have. Fellow fighters, none of you should allow anyone to bargain their loyalty for position. Anyone who bargains their loyalty in exchange for a position or deployment is an enemy agent who must be identified and isolated from our movement. Your silence has told us enough about your character. We do not need people who are considering their options in the EFF. We do not need people who are willing to sacrifice principle in exchange for blue lives in the EFF. We only need people who are loyal to this movement and loyal to our people, no matter what. Our task now, comrades, is to build this movement and isolate those who think the EFF is a step ladder to position and personal gain. Comrades, we need to remind ourselves why we joined the EFF. Our organization turned 11 years old on the 26th of July 2024, and we marked this milestone by recommitting ourselves to the 18 principles that are within our founding manifesto and the organizational document that guides us. One such a document which was discussed and adopted at the Second National People's Assembly of the EFF in 2019 is the organizational redesign document, which reminds us who we are and how we want to wage this struggle for liberation. It is this document, along with our founding manifesto, that forms the current and form of our struggle, and the aims within it that makes us the most dependable vehicle for the return of the land and the defeat of racism and imperialism. It is in this document that we seek to build this movement beyond individuals and build an EFF that manifests itself in the following ways: a Marxist-Leninist, Fanonian pan-continental movement with unquestionable ability to lead the whole of society towards economic freedom, compromise of community-based activists, comprised of community-based activists, branches, and members, affiliated workers' union, civil society organizations, research and educational institutions, professional organizations, doctors for economic freedom, lawyers for economic freedom, engineers for economic freedom, teachers for economic freedom. An organization that has built adequate mass, political and ideological power to win elections and provide progressive, decisive, and responsive socialist government at national, provincial, and local government. An organization with maximum capacity to train, develop, guide, and oversee and monitor all its employees in all spheres of the state. A mass campaigning organization that consistently wins over members to the struggle for economic freedom and is active even in the period when there are no elections. A continental movement with the ability to win elections not only in South Africa, but in other parts of the African continent. An organization with elected structures at all levels that have an independent capacity to organize like you did tonight and mobilize society behind the struggle for economic freedom and assist ordinary people with everyday challenges. A fully functional organization with a functioning EFF Women's Command, Youth Command, and Student Command, and ultimately a Young Pioneers Movement. An organization with excellent research and policy development capacity to guide all fighters and officers deployed in all spheres of government. An organization with an institutional political school that produces the best graduates in various fields of study and has internal capacity to send minimum 500 students to the best university across the world every year.